Alright, we're back, everybody. Time to go beat Patrick down. Patrick! I still hate you, but Patrick! Glad you made it, Schwarzer. I do apologize that we had to trouble you with this. But in spite of my attempts to dissuade him, Master Patrick insisted he just had to fight you today. Don't foist this all on me. You were the one who wanted our fight to happen before you went home next week. You would do well not to portray me as some sort of selfish child who inconveniences others for no reason. Well, my schedule is free either way, so if you want to settle this, settle which of our classes is stronger, right? Precisely. We may have faced off during the war, but it could hardly be claimed that we were on equal footing. Which means we've got to properly determine which of us is superior, we nobles or your class 7. That's true, you've been trying to figure that out for quite a while, too. Bringing it up right before the end of the year like this is pretty bold of you. I just don't like leaving matters unresolved, that's all. With so many of your classmates set to leave us so soon, this is our final opportunity to settle this. So let us do so. After a year of back and forth, we'll prove once and for all which of us deserves to come out on top. Sure, I'm up for it. You might even be able to give us a real challenge after all you've been through. Then we're on. In that case, Master Reed, would you mind choosing a partner to fight by your side? A classmate, of course. The two of you represent Class 7, while Master Patrick and I will represent Class 1. Yeah, I wouldn't want any non-students representing my class. A 2-on-2 match sounds just fine to me, though. Knowing Patrick, he's been training for this day for a long time. He's not the kind of guy who would do this on a whim. We can't underestimate Celestin either. We managed to defeat him once, but it definitely wasn't easy. As soon as your partner arrives, we will begin. Was there anyone you had in mind? Yeah, I know just who to call. Whoever takes this battle is a champion, bar none. No complaints, no regrets, and no rematches. You okay with that? Well, I wouldn't have it any other way. Then if you would, please call for your partner, Master Reed. Rin uses Arcus to call his chosen classmate. Bro, you're gonna get stomped, Celestin. Nothing wrong with a good fight. I'm ready when you are. You're both worthy opponents. We will hold nothing back, Celestine. Indeed, it's high time for us to demonstrate our new skills. I can already tell they've gotten stronger than last time we fought them. A lot stronger. Since we're here representing our classmates, there's no way we'll lose. Let's do it!
Watch out! This is a tough my turn! Now's our chance!
You're done! My turn. Now!
Got you!
Too slow, son.
Got you! Let's move!
You guys are gonna get smoked!
Overdrive!
Brother.
Now!
You're done! Okay. Okay.
Let's move! Let's move! Now's our chance!
You're done!
Let's move! Here we go! Now's our chance!
You're done! I'll handle it.
My turn! Now's our chance!
You're done!
You're finished!
Sorry, Broham.
Absolute victory.
Nice fighting, Fee.
I should have known we wouldn't be able to defeat you after all. You both fought splendidly. The same goes for you two. There was no telling which way it would have gone. Yup, Class 1's already strong, but you guys are the cream of the crop. I'd say your linking skills are good enough to use in actual combat even. Yeah, I agree. I'm proud to be from the same academy as someone with skills like yours, Patrick. You really can't help yourself, can you, Schwarzer? Still, you fought well and defeated us fair and square. I suppose I can finally accept Class 7 as Class 1's ultimate rivals. We were here to decide who's superior. Patrick. What are you waiting for? Right. This isn't over yet. Patrick, I can't believe you tried to settle things between Class 1 and Class 7 without us. Hello, Ferris. I did get our class's permission to do so, did I not? I thought there was only going to be a rematch of the practical exam last June. Besides, we've yet to properly determine which of us is superior. We nobles are you Class 7. That's what you said, right? If you're deciding where the nobles stand, you need to fight on behalf of all of the upper classes. Not just Year 1, Class 1. Isn't this kind of splitting hairs? You lost me. What's going on? Allow me to explain. Oh, Vincent, I hate you. Vincent? I, the perpetually elegant Vincent Florald, and am here on behalf of the upper-class second years of this academy. And I have brought my dear and dedicated sister with me to battle, my good fellows. As the Florald family's maid, I will also be taking part in this battle. I do hope you will accept our challenge. All the upper-class students have already given us their approval to fight on their behalf. So let us battle for the honor of being known as the strongest in the academy. Strongest in the academy? This is escalating awfully fast. But this is our last chance to all come together like this. Our last chance to make memories, to treasure forever. I mean, our last chance to close the book on our feud. Lady Ferris, at this point, the cat isn't just out of the bag. It has its litter box. It has its litter box and scratching post. Okay, just to recap, you want to settle things too, is that right? Works for me. Probably won't get another chance anyway. True enough. Alright, we accept your challenge. I would love to launch into battle right away, but it would hardly be fair if we fought you 3-on-2. Please call another of your classmates to balance our teams a little. Good call, let me think. Like, Reem could take you all himself, honestly. Reem uses Arcus to call a chosen classmate. You chose me to fight on behalf of Class 7? What kind of class president would I be if I didn't give this fight my very best then? I wouldn't want to let anybody down. Thank you ever so much for willingly accepting our challenge. Now, prepare to fall against the result of 2 solid months of brutal training. Well said, Sister Sublime. I, for one, shall demonstrate my refined spear techniques. More beautiful and more dangerous than an angered swan. For my part, I will show you just a glimpse of my true capabilities. Well, points for enthusiasm. Sariffa doesn't want to hold back against us in the slightest. This won't be easy, stay on your guard. Nah, it'll be fine. Then we shall serve as the referees. Very well, may the best competitors win. If both teams are ready, then let the battle begin.
This one looks dangerous.
Here
Be
we go.
careful.
Now's our chance. Now!
Okay. Of course. Arcus activate.
Let's move. Let's move.
My turn.
Got you.
Of course.
Here we go.
I'll handle it.
Sariffa, you can heal her all you want. She's going to die momentarily.
Got you. My turn. Now! Now!
Now.
Shoot him with the lost arts.
Keep going.
Are we done here, Master Patrick? I should have expected as much from people whom Lady Ferris regards so highly. You are one strong maid, Sariffa. I can't believe that after all I trained, I still wasn't enough. Still, I accept my defeat. You fought exceptionally. It's not like you didn't give us a good run for Amira, though. They only cast one thing. It took all we had to defeat you. It didn't. You're pretty tough. Could have gone either way. It couldn't have. Oh, you. Still, now that you've defeated us, you have the confirmation that the members of Class 7 are the strongest in the Academy. Yeah, still not sure how to respond to that, but thanks, I get... Oh, did someone say the strongest in the Academy? Who? That sounds like... Oh, come on now. Principal Vandyck? What brings you here, sir? I do believe we secured permission to use the field. Haha, oh, you're not in trouble, High Arms. I just was curious as to how the battle was going, so I wanted a closer look. And I'm certainly glad I did. Everyone has fought remarkably well so far. It's been quite the spectacle. But I've been so caught up in all the excitement and enthusiasm that I can no longer stand idly by. If you ask me, he's being ridiculous, but he's never been one to change his mind once it's made up, no matter how much I try. Please tell me this doesn't mean what I think it means. It does indeed. The two of us would like to join in the fun. Besides, you didn't think I'd let you get away with calling yourselves the strongest in the Academy without defeating us, did you? Ordinarily, I wouldn't participate in this nonsense, but someone has to make sure he doesn't overexert himself. He's gonna fucking murder us! I just got a goddamn rifle. What have I started? I would be happy to take on everyone here at once. But as Class 7 won the previous battles, perhaps they should be our first. I can't help but feel like a bully taking on helpless students like this. But I'm afraid I don't have much of a choice. You're such a kid sometimes, Beatrix. They really do seem strong. Still, we can't just roll over and give up without a fight. Sure, individually, either one of them could crush any one of us to dust. But if we work together, I think we might stand a chance. So let's see how far our strength can take us. We might never get another chance to test ourselves like this. When you put it like that, I agree. Fine by me. Haha, that's our Class 7. Although it wouldn't be fair if only 3 of you took us on, you should call another one of your classmates. There's no fun in any of us in an easy win after all. Okay, now I'm really scared. Man, who should I even call? Well, my main team has been Fee, Emma, Elisa. Rainy, Zarkus, Chaw, call Elisa. Alright, let's go! They're definitely intimidating, but that doesn't mean we'll lose. Okay guys, this might be our hardest challenge to date. But it's time to give them all we've got. Let's see how far our combined strength will take us against the mightiest people in this academy. We can do this. Right. Haha, now that's the spirit. Then let the fun begin. Here we go.
This one's dangerous.
Let's move.
Stay on your toes.
Burn.
My turn.
Got you.
Here I go. No problem.
Alright, just keep them going.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Let's move.
Too slow.
Got you.
Your turn. Let me help. I'll handle it.
Beatrix, your snipes are good, but they are
Let's move.
not enough.
Here I go. Orcus
Here I
activate.
go. Now.
You're done. Now. Okay. I can do this. Orcus, here I go. Orcus activate.
Here I go. Ah!
Here. Thanks. Okay. Get that.
Got you. Let's move. Ah!
No problem. Let's go. Here I go. Here. Thanks.
Let's move.
Now. I can do this. Let's go. I'll handle it. Here I go. Orcus activate.
My turn.
I can do this.
Okay, let's guess yourself. That's whatever.
My turn.
Let's move.
Here I go.
Here I go.
Now. No problem.
Thanks.
I'll handle it. Here. Here I go. Orcus
Let's
activate.
move.
Now.
My turn.
Oh, come on, Vandik.
Here goes. Overdrive.
Stop healing, you jerk.
Let's move. Burn. Now.
You're done. Okay.
Here I go. Now.
You're done. It's my turn. Orcus
Here I
activate.
go. There.
Right.
Thanks.
Now. It's my turn.
My turn.
Okay. Now.
Let's move.
Here I go. My turn. Now.
Got you. Let's move.
No problem.
Thanks. Let's move.
My turn.
Got you. My turn.
Here I go. My turn. Right. Now. I'll back you up.
My turn.
Here I
I
go.
let him get too many
Orcus activate.
turns.
I'll handle it. Now. No problem. Hang it.
Thanks. Okay.
He
it's
boosted
safe
his
for now.
defense too much.
great!
Done. I feel...
My, I have to admit, I'm impressed. I never would have expected you to be able to overpower us like that. You've really grown through your experiences during the war. We only won because we were together. None of us are even half of either of you on our own. You could probably go another round right now. We couldn't. As tough as it was, we managed to topple the strongest people in the academy. Haha, you most certainly did. I have nothing but praise for the way you fought today. While most of Class 7 will soon be leaving this academy and starting new lives elsewhere, the things you've learned and the skills you've developed here are now a part of you, and will remain wherever you go. That you were able to defeat us today is fine proof that you've grown. May you continue to nurture your skills elsewhere. We will. Thank you, sir. I'm sure everything we learned here is going to be really helpful for my future. I'm sorry to make you waste some of the little time you have left on fighting two old fogies like us. So please let me tend to your wounds at least. Not only was everyone's HP and EP fully restored, they also recovered 200 CP. Wow, my cuts are closed up just like that. Your skill with healing arts is truly exceptional. We appreciate you healing us as well. You have our thanks, fair instructor. Just remember to take it easy for a while. Arts are no substitute for proper medical care after all. Well, Principal, I think it's time we let these students be, as do I. Haha, farewell for now. I very much hope we'll have the chance for a rematch someday. We got all the requests done. I can spoil the ending of our rematch for you right now. We lose. Still, at least you beat them once. That's a greater achievement than most will ever be able to claim. Yeah, they're crazy strong. Allow me to give you the highest commendation for your excellent performance. To be frank, I would love the chance to fight all of you again one day too. That would be great. You fought particularly wonderfully, Lisa. I hope that we will get another chance to compete with one another again. We will, I promise. I can't believe you were actually able to overcome those two. You and your classmates truly are something else. Schwarzer, I would like you to accept this. The Albion Garb. Great, but what is it? It's been passed down through the Hiram's family for generations. I would like you to have it in honor of your victory. I hope you can appreciate it. Thanks, Patrick. I really will. I have something for you as well. Thank you. Yeah, but don't let your victories today make you complacent. Not unless you want to be thoroughly trounced when next we fight, at least. Wouldn't dream of it. And I just want to say, while we might have had our disagreements over the past year, I think we've both grown as a result. We grew in a way we couldn't have if we hadn't been rivals, and we couldn't wish to be better rivals than Class 1, or 4 better rivals. Don't you worry, Ferris. I'll be sure to keep training for the next time we face off. We do appreciate the warning, though. Good luck to you guys, too. Your class's unrestrained honesty continues to be an assault on the senses. Still, I suppose that's part of what makes you who you are, and the rivals who have earned so much of our respect. Thus, the long-time conflict between classes 1 and 7 reached its conclusion. Everyone involved accepted one another as worthy rivals and friends, praising each other's skills. Eventually, with some reluctance, they all left and went their separate ways. I did fulfill all the requests. That ain't good, though. What was that just now? Was that just my imagination? No, it couldn't have been.
You have also sensed the disturbance, I presume.
Huh? Is that you, Valimar? Wait, did I just feel the same thing you felt yesterday?
Indeed. There was movement within the Earth phase, but not solely that. I have sensed something else.
Then it sounds like I've got an investigation to do. But it came from that direction, and that can only mean...
Correct. The structure beneath which I once lay dormant. Known to you and your friends as the Old Schoolhouse.
Yep, I think I'm gonna be some AP short. Like 10 AP in total short. Of getting a maximum. Going to expect the old school also cause the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests will disappear. There's one last quest. You're not Anton, you're Andre. Oh, let's go open up the area in the old schoolhouse.
Strange. I can't sense anything abnormal. Valimar said he sensed movement in the earth veins below us, but...
Aha, there you are.
Toval.
Toval?
Long time no see.
Yeah, tell me about it. What brings you here? You need me for something?
Nah, nothing like that. I'm just in Trista for work I need Sarah and Mick for, you see. I figured while I was here, I might as well come and see how things have been with you.
Good guy.
Then I saw you walking off over here, and it seemed like the perfect time to catch up and say hey, so, you know, here I am. This is that old building Valimar used to be sealed away in, huh? Sarah's the one who told me all about it, but she wasn't lying about how creepy it is. It's got this real weird air about it. Why are you hanging around here?
Well, I thought there was... Actually, it looks like it was just my imagination, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Still, by the sound of it, the guild's been keeping you busy lately. Has your workload lightened up at all?
It's relatively peaceful right now, yeah. It won't last, though. If anything, it's only going to get worse.
I'm sure.
Thanks to Crossbell being annexed before a full-on war could break out, things have on the surface calmed down. That's partly thanks to you, too. The only problem is, now there's no power out there at home or abroad capable of stopping him. And by him, I mean our friend the Blood and Iron Chancellor, of course.
Yeah, he's making his way around.
It's nothing. The only people who know the truth about me and him are the ones who were there that day. Still, I wouldn't be surprised if Prince Olivert and Viscount Arcade have worked it out already. How much should I tell him?
Don't worry, Reem.
About what?
Sarah's told me no more about what went down in that castle than she feels I need to know. I'm not privy to any details involving your friend's death or your private business. I can't pretend I haven't managed to fill in a few gaps just from putting two and two together, though.
Sorry. It's not like I don't trust you or anything. I've just got a lot of things I need to sort out in my own head first.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm guessing time will help in that regard, but it'll only go so far. Hey, Reem, I know I've asked you this before, but you sure you wouldn't consider becoming a bracer? I really do think you'd be a natural.
And all the divine blades are bracers.
You've got the physical strength, goes without saying, but I think your mindset is right up our alley, too. The guild might be kinda limited in what it can do here in Erebonia, but we do work all over the continent. I'm not saying leave everything behind and run. It'd be a good chance to look within yourself and think things through.
That is true. But I'm afraid I'll have to decline. It certainly seems to be a wonderful profession, judging by the work that you and Instructor Sarah do, but I feel like I should see the path I've chosen through to the end. I've got Valimar to think about, too.
Yeah, I mean, Valimar would be great for being a bracer.
Well, if that's what you want. That's a real shame, though. Here was me thinking I'd be able to bring a promising rookie into the fold, too. No big. We'll see if you change your mind come graduation. I'm not giving up on you just yet.
No. I don't know, actually. He technically left the Bracer Guild. So I don't know if he's still considered a Bracer. But I mean, Cassius, the Divine Blade, and then you have Arios McLean, the Divine Blade of Wind and Crossbells Bracer Guild. I think Rean would make a great bracer. It'll help him get his Divine Wind title too.
Well, I'm flattered.
Oh, there he is.
Huh. Now there's a familiar voice.
Elise, Your Highness!
Wow. What did we do to deserve this honor?
Rean, Toval, it's wonderful to see you both again. I must say, I wasn't expecting to find the two of you here. Alone.
Alphen. Alphen looking fine here.
Moving right past that, what brings you out here?
She is the most angel. Alphen and Elise. Top tier. I think out of all the romanceable girls, I prefer Rean with Alphen or Elise the absolute most. Like, out of all the potential girls for Rean, Alphen and Elise are my top 2 picks.
Well, when I spoke to you yesterday, you sounded a little despondent.
He didn't sound anything. You couldn't hear his voice.
Which is what prompted me to tell her if she was that worried, she should come and pay you a visit.
I can see why Elise would come here, but I'm surprised you decided to accompany her.
Oh, but Rean, you're her dear brother. You're her dear makeshift brother. She loves you.
I'm thinking it's about time I mentioned what we discussed back in your dormitory to Elise, actually.
What?
Oh. Yeah. Lore-wise, Emma does make the most sense, because Rean's the Ashen Awakener, and yeah, all that. But I don't know. I'm partial to the Elise-Rean pairing myself. It would just make sense for him to be brought in and raised by Baron Schwarzer, and then marry Elise to become the true next head of the household of Schwarzer. I don't know. I like Elise the most.
Hope you're as excited to see what happens as I am.
Elise is just super sweet.
Your Highness, might I ask if you're plotting something again?
Oh, heavens.
Oh, come now, Elise. I wouldn't dream of it.
Some things never change. I can never tell if she's being serious or not.
You've got to be 2 of the most fearless young ladies in Erebonia. Although with the 3rd most fearless young lady in Erebonia as an escort, I'm sure you've got nothing to worry about.
I'm honored you would say so.
Yeah, I wish Elise got more screen time.
It's good to see you again, Toval.
Likewise. We're not exactly on the same side these days, but there's no need to let that stop us from being friendly off the clock.
I wish Oliver got more screen time too. Oliver's fucking great.
I'd like nothing more, honestly. Oh,
Freaking whenever Oliver's on screen, it's just, you know it's gonna be a good scene.
I assure you my accompanying them was purely by coincidence.
He's not mad at you anymore, Claire.
Oh, I know. If anything, I'm the one who's putting you out. I seem to be the reason they came here, after all.
I never once thought you were putting me out, so don't worry.
I like Altina as well. Like, I really do like Altina and Millium.
I did wonder whether it might be best to stay out of your sight, truth be
Just
told.
not particularly in combat. Like, I love them as characters. I'm not too fond of them in combat.
Please, don't think like that. I was the one at fault, not you. I really am sorry, though. I was being so childish.
Not at all. If I hadn't been so self-righteous, I'm truly sorry.
We're friends again, yay.
It looks like another formidable foe has entered the fray. Your Highness, please!
Reen, I swear, you're a damn magnet for trouble when it comes to women.
I learned from the best, Oval.
Well, this sure is an odd place for everyone to be hanging out in the middle of the day.
Oh, hey, Celine.
Celine! Oh, how I've longed to pet that glossy black fur again! You're never going to give this up, are you? I thought something felt odd over here, but I guess that's because of you guys.
Oof, I totally forgot until you said that.
Forgot what?
Is something wrong?
Oh yeah, you did say you were here for some reason.
Yeah, I sensed something strange earlier. Then,
Yeah, I just can't wait until I'm actually starting to play Cold Steel 4 so I can actually play as Ren and Risha for at least a little bit. I also miss Joshua and Estelle too. They were pretty great.
how?
Like the Trails games are. They're actually some of the very few games where I actually enjoy all of the characters.
Is that the old schoolhouse's bell?
Wait, didn't Sarah say that the last time this rang...
Something bad happened.
What's happening?
Yeah, I love Ren too.
The building is glowing?
Friggin' when I saw that at the end of Sky 3, when I saw Ren's backstory, I actually felt sick to my stomach about it.
Celine, this is just like before.
Yeah, this is obviously serious. Unlike the last time, however, there doesn't appear to be any kind of barrier around it.
What in the world?
Yeah.
It's just like the first night of the festival.
Reen, what's happening here? Wait,
Yeah.
Your Highness?
The Star Door was
Whoa! Claire and Toval are here too?
that hit me quite hard.
What's going on here?
Do my eyes deceive me? Are all 3 of the Fabulous 15s here in one place?
Yep. Yeah. It hit me quite hard because when I was younger I also had a little bit of dissociative identity disorder as a defense mechanism for some of the grief I went through as a child.
Way to keep your priorities.
So I kinda related to it on a personal level.
What's happening here, Celine? Don't ask me, I just got here. Reen, can you tell us everything you know?
I think we all need to be apprised of the situation.
Ren explained what he knew, and he didn't understand the situation much better than they did. But with no barriers surrounding the school, like last time they finally decided to enter the old schoolhouse. Yeah, I'm happy that Ren gets her happy ending with Estelle and Joshua. Yeah, I love her sweater. I also like the final dungeons in these games just look so good. Yeah, for the most part of the game, I was running through with her in her her little like purple dark witchy dress.
What happened here?
This doesn't look anything like the inside of the old schoolhouse.
It's changed form many times in the past. But at this point, it no longer even feels like we're inside a building. The strange rumors about this place were around even when I was a student. But I never pictured anything like this.
When was the last time it changed?
A while ago. The last time anything this extreme happened was when the 7th floor opened up.
Still, that was underground, right? This is the first time it's happened above ground, I think.
Yeah. There's no sign of that door with the elevator inside either.
Yeah, friggin' as much of a ladies' man as Reen is, he's not gonna get any bitches because Angelica's still around.
It's like all someone did was snap their fingers and the whole interior was changed in no time flat.
Like you just can't compete with that.
But even my clairvoyance isn't enough to tell us anything.
Nothing feels particularly off to me either. Well, if you two can't work anything out, the rest of us sure won't.
But we can't exactly just leave and pretend we didn't see anything.
Oh,
Gonna try and see if Valimar knows anything?
Yeah.
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Like, you don't need to call him like that every time, Reen. You can just be like, hey, Valimar, come here, bro.
goodness.
You know how to do spatial translocation with him?
Valimar, do you understand anything about the situation we're in?
All of them.
We witches only know half the secrets concerning the Divine Knights.
If Angelica enrolled into Saint Estrella like her father wanted, she would get all of them. She would deflower all of them.
But you're one yourself. Maybe you know something?
Especially if she rode around on her damn orbital bike.
My memories have yet to fully return. What I can confirm is that this place was created by the gnomes.
Gnomes?
Although I guess if she enrolled into Saint Estrella, she wouldn't have an orbital
Weren't
bike
they
anymore.
also responsible for building the spirit shrines we visited?
Indeed. They're said to have worked with the Hexen clan's ancestors 1,200 years ago in order to accomplish something.
That is correct. Some of their finest technology is gathered in this place. The creation of a large-scale phase space, the expansion of flexible materials, as well as the development of the trial system.
Like the trial all of us overcame earlier this year?
And presumably the same ones Dreikel's the Lionheart and the Lance Maiden overcame before us.
It must be. Crow was supposed to have overcome one under Ortis, too. Tell us everything that you know, Valimar. Why did the gnomes make a place like this to begin with?
You might not know.
Why seal away the Divine Knights and make us overcome trials to obtain them?
Because if anybody could get a fucking Divine Knight, Reen, then everybody would have a Divine Knight.
What's happening here right now?
I have lost the knowledge with which to answer your questions. However, the key to all is known as the Great One, the first to be born, and the last to stand.
The Great One.
The first to be born, and the last to stand.
I feel as though I've heard those words before.
I'm sure it would mean something to Vita and the Elder, but I'm clueless.
Furthermore, the entity you fought during the Jetlock trial you overcame is none other than the shadow of the Great One.
That huge thing? I feel like something's clicking into place in my head, but not really.
Still, if what happened here before was a trial for us to overcome, is what's happening now a trial as well?
Most likely so. However, this is not an official trial you were intended to complete. I suspect some disturbance triggered the activation of a different trial, resulting in the current turn of events.
Let me get this straight. This is all related to the truth behind what happened 1,200 years ago, right?
We've gotten ourselves wrapped up in something that's truly out of this world, haven't we? Wait, you aren't all thinking of...
Oh, we are all thinking of.
You're gonna try and get to the bottom of this, aren't you?
Yeah, why not?
Yes. It might sound strange, but this almost feels like a continuation of the first night of the festival.
And, by coincidence, this also happens to be our final free day.
I think we can all agree that we have a duty to see this through.
We'll be sure to do so by the end of the day.
I doubt it will compare to the trials we've faced in that infernal castle, but it should prove interesting nonetheless.
Like there was even a point in asking, Sarah.
I do believe we should be acting with a little more caution. Where do you begin preparing for a situation like this?
Well, if you all insist. But we're coming too.
You will? That would be a huge help.
It would certainly make our investigation easier if you were with us.
You guys rock.
Yeah, you're all super strong! In that case, I would be more than willing to assist you as well.
Sharon. Like, when the hell did you even get here, Sharon?
Sharon? How long have you?
Long enough.
Can you maybe stop doing the thing with the skulking around in the shadows and popping out at the last minute? Oh, Lady Sarah, I did nothing of the sort. I only arrived mere moments ago.
Liar.
Why are all of you always like this? Right. Okay, this time, I'll be coming with you all to make sure you don't push yourselves too hard.
But
This is our final free day too, you know. We want to make it one to remember as much as anyone else.
I'll stay here and back you guys up. If you need anything, just say the word.
Thanks.
We appreciate it. Well, if everyone else is joining in on the fun, the two of us would like to assist you as well.
Your Highness, I'm not sure.
Please don't try and stop me, Captain. This academy was founded by one of my ancestors, and as a member of the Arner family, I hardly feel that I can turn a blind eye to what is happening here. And besides, I just so happened to receive this wonderful gift from my brother.
Yeah, that staff looks nice. It looks like something Oliver would give you.
That looks like an orbital staff? Though it's a different size than the ones we use.
Hold on a minute. Isn't that the Epstein Foundation's latest model?
The Epstein Foundations.
Weren't their staves the original model for the ones we've been testing here?
My brother used his connections to get it for me,
Yeah, his connections because he's the damn prince.
and it's been adjusted especially for me, so I have no problems using it.
A member of the Arner family using a specially adjusted orbital staff should be quite formidable.
Yeah, I can see her being a real force to be reckoned with using it. Naturally, if Her Highness is going, I will be accompanying her.
Whoa, wait just a damn
And I'm
minute.
afraid that nothing you say is going to change my mind.
What?
You're fighting a losing battle, Reed.
But
If you're so worried about her, why not take her along so you can keep an eye on her instead?
because if she went back to St. Estrella, then she'd be safe. I know this.
all right, I get it. Class 7, and everyone else kind enough to aid us? Our mission is to investigate and resolve the strange situation here. This is our Class 7's final trial. So let's give it everything we've got.
Alright, obviously the main squad's coming. But this seems like a good party. Nice. About the Reverie Corridor. The inside of the old schoolhouse has been transformed into an area called the Reverie Corridor. This area has no fixed structure and changes layout completely every time you enter the dungeon from outside. Every time, monsters will revive and treasure chests are reset, allowing you to conquer it as many times as you so desire. You can reorganize the party by talking to any of the team members at the base of the corridor. After reaching certain points, you will be able to warp back to the base area. All Class 7 members and supporters can temporarily use Overdrive no matter who they are linked with. The amount of Link EXP gained in battles has also been increased 3 times the usual amount. The enemies in this area are significantly stronger than those in the final chapter and must be approached with due caution. The specifics of enemies fought will be recorded in the notebook, EX Reverie Corridor section of your notebook. Alright, what is the... You know what, we'll make this recorded video a slightly longer one. We'll go finish off the last of the hidden quests. Can't believe I was lucky enough to run into her a second time and even talk to her. Me! Maybe this really is fate. But what if it's just another trap to break my already cracked heart into pieces yet again? I don't think I've ever seen anyone in more need of help. Is something wrong? I'd recognize that uniform anywhere. Wait, do you not recognize me? Come on, you even helped me out before. I guess your face is kind of familiar. You're Anton, right? From the Burl? I think we saw you a couple of times during the war, too. It's very nice to see you again. So you really do remember me. Phew. But if I'm running into you guys, this might really be destiny after all. Destiny? He's got to be in every damn game. I mean, he's just got to go on adventures. He's the greatest. There's something really super incredibly important that I'd like your help with. Are you willing to hear me out? I might end up regretting this, but sure, I'll lend you a hand if I can. Thank you. Oh, what a lucky day. This year in Erebonia has led to almost nothing but trouble, but it looks like it's about to pay off after all. Am I right or am I right, Ricky? I'll say, even if you don't get to enjoy all of your dreams coming true, I get to enjoy seeing them crumble around you. It's a win-win. Ricky, you're kind of a dick. Jeez, and I thought these guys are supposed to be friends. I guess everyone's different. So, how exactly do you want us to help with this win-win situation? It all started a few months back when we went to your big academy festival, and lo and behold, I ended up meeting the woman of my dreams. But the thing is, now that I've met her, I need your help to get to know her. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. What inspired you to ask us, though? This matter seems a little personal for you to entrust to random strangers. Well, from what I've heard, you students with the red uniforms all live in that dormitory down the slope there, right? That's where the vision from the goddess used to work. Wait, that has to be... Sharon? Yes, that's the one. Ah, Sharon. What a beautiful name. It sounds like the harps of 1,000 angels. She stole my heart the moment I saw her standing in the kitchen that fateful day. She's beautiful. She's kind. She cooks like a master chef. She's got that stunning smile. She's absolutely perfect. Hey, no arguments from here. No arguments over here, and I get it. But then the war broke out right after we met, and I couldn't even say a word to her with all that going on. Just when all hope seems lost, I ran to her right here, and she greeted me like she remembered me and everything. She remembered me. Some guy she hasn't even seen or heard from in months. We're clearly destined to be together forever. Well, let's maybe not jump to conclusions here. But okay, the gist of it is you want us to help you two get together, right? Now this does sound fun. This is a headache waiting to happen. Kinda like that, just without the instant results. You see, you really can't hurry love. The path to any successful romance is locked and rigid with a set number of steps that need to be taken in exacting order. It's taken me a long time and many failures to finally see that. A long, long time. It sounds really sad when you put it like that. Anyway, it's amazing to see her after all this time, and I might never get the opportunity to again. So at the very least, I want to try and get her contact info before I lose this chance forever. So please, would you be willing to help? I don't expect you to do anything more than get her info, I swear. If we agree to help him, we probably won't have a chance to get back into the old schoolhouse until we're done. I love how the other option is see ya, sucker. Okay, fine. We'll get you her contact details, and that's it. Really? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, goddess, thank you for shining your joyous light down on me at last. Yeah, so how exactly do you want us to go about this? It's really not hard to get her contact info. All we have to do is ask. No, that wouldn't work at all. Didn't you hear me when I said the steps to love need to be followed in order? I need you to set up another accidental encounter for the two of us so I can ask her myself. The whole thing's got to feel natural, like fate brought us together several times and wants us to stay together. If you say so. Any trace of natural just died the minute you got all of us involved. Hey, don't worry about it. I've got the whole thing all planned out already. But before we get started, I'm going to need to get a present for her. I want to get her something that really says, thanks for picking up my handkerchief when I dropped it that one time. So mind helping me choose something she'd like? I mean, if anyone knows her, it's all of you, right? You should know. Can't argue with that. Might as well start with combing the shops around here and seeing what we can find. Finding a good gift for her isn't going to be an easy task, though. I'm sure we'll be able to find something perfect if we all work together. She's right. Let's see what we can do. How about we hurry up and get this done with? The old schoolhouse isn't going to take care of itself. Thank you so much. Let's get started, shall we? Okay. So there are... So let me get this straight. You're here to buy a present for that maid who used to work at your dorm. For a gal like that? I found this thing in storage the other day. That might just work. Storage? Okay, what is it? It's an antique bracelet. It's made of wood and it's pretty neat. Nice color and texture and all. And it's got some gift potential, maybe. If you replace the jewel that fell out of it, it'd be great. It looks sort of plain without it, but it's still a nice kind of plain. I don't think a bracelet with no jewel is going to set her heart racing. I really want to get her something she'll love. I'm not just looking to buy any old thing. I wouldn't buy that as a gift for my worst enemy, so I feel kind of bad recommending that he does, but good call. No sense rushing into a purchase at a pawn shop, right? Trista's a big place. We don't know what else we might find out there. Becky. Alright, mate, you looking for a good present? How about this stone? Then nice and pretty it is, and small to boot. Oh, it's really pretty. I feel a sort of comforting warmth when I hold it too. That's quite a strange stone. Are you sure it's not a jewel or something? Can't say for certain, really. I actually got it for Heinz, a merchant for Heimdall. Said he doesn't even know how he got it in the first place. He ended up leaving it here because he figured he wouldn't be able to sell it. So you say, and here you are, trying to sell it. Well, it does seem rather nice for a stone, but trying to pass off a stone as a present just doesn't feel right. Wait a minute, wouldn't this fit right into that bracelet we saw at the pawn shop? The size and shape seemed like a perfect fit. You know, Anton, I've got this idea. Doesn't the stone look like it'd fit perfectly into that bracelet we saw at the pawn shop? Now that you mention it, it really does. On their own, each seems lacking as a gift, but together they might make a real nice present. Alright, you sold me. Wrap it up, stat. Yes! Cheers, mate. Becky, man. Having bought the stone, they rushed back to the pawn shop to pick up its accompanying bracelet. Once they had both, they tried fitting the stone into the bracelet. Well, what do you know? A perfect fit. It really is, almost like the two of them were made to be together. It's got a really nice handmade feel to it, and the stone that was strange warmth to it, too. Thanks for that flash of brilliance. This should make the perfect present. She's going to love it. I know she will. With Sharon's present decided, they regrouped in the park. Anton explained his plan to bump into Sharon by complete happenstance and give her his carefully chosen gift. Once they were all clear on the particulars, they began part 2 of the operation, getting Sharon to the park. Is that you, Sharon? It's me, Elisa. Lady Elisa, how lovely to hear from you. May I help you in some way? Actually, there's something we'd like to get your help with. You're still in the old schoolhouse, right? Would you be able to come to the park in Trista? We'll meet you there. But of course. I would come to meet you no matter where you were in Zemuria. And be there in 3 minutes or less for that matter. Alright, we'll see you there. But it might take us longer than 3 minutes to get there. So don't stand around waiting being creepy if you don't see us. You can go pass the time somewhere else. Very well, I shall see you shortly then. Whew, that takes care of one big part of the plan. She shouldn't be long now. Think you're ready for this, Anton? Haha, am I ever. My plan is foolproof. Sharon's got to cross that bridge to get into the park. So I wait for the perfect moment, walk around that corner by the florist, and start crossing it myself. That's how we end up bumping into each other. I'll say hello, then casually invite her to join me for a cup of tea. While we sit and talk and have a great time, I'll give her my present. Before we split up, I'll ask her for her contact details. See, the plan's flawless. Not a single thing can go wrong. Except if she doesn't cross that bridge or she doesn't accept your invite to tea. Thanks to you guys, I even got the perfect present for her too. I do feel a little bad for tricking her like this. A blind date probably isn't the worst surprise she's ever received. I'm sure she'll let us off for this one. Nothing to do now but see if this all works out. There's a reason I always have a plan B. Don't you worry about me. I can handle this just fine. It's been a long, hard journey to get to this point, but my painful failures have only helped prepare me for this. Ina, Fran, look at me now. I won't let your rejections of me be completely in vain. Like, say what you want about Anton, he's got fine taste in women. We're clearly dealing with a true veteran here. Just ignore them. We'll be keeping an eye on you from afar. So, good luck. May Adios watch over you. Thanks, guys. I'll give it my best shot. Several minutes later, a lone figure appeared on the bridge. There she is. Anton, go, go, go! Right, let's do this. Step 1, the chance encounter. Oops, sorry, I almost ran into you, didn't I? Oh dear, my apologies. I should have been paying more attention to where I was going. Oh, not at all. I should have looked to see if there was anyone on the bridge before stepping out. Hold on, I recognize you. Ah yes, you're the one I encountered in front of the station earlier. We're certainly running into each other a lot today, aren't we? Yeah, you're right. Boy, coincidences sure are funny things, huh? I mean, what are the odds of that would happen? It's wild. Come to think of it, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm Anton, a traveler from the borough. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master Anton. My name is Sharon Kruger. I'm the caretaker of the Class 7 dormitory. While I won't be in Tristan much longer, I do hope we might meet each other again during my reigning stay here. The pleasure's all mine. Still, now that we've run into each other again, would you maybe like to get a cup of tea and talk for a while? With me? Specifically? Well, I'm flattered by your offer. I'm meeting some people who are very dear to me. I simply couldn't make them wait. You must be able to spare a little time, surely. I mean, you were only a little ways from the park when you were meeting them. If we sit in the seats outside the cafe, you'd have a clear view, too. There's no way you can miss them. And I'll treat you. I really want to do something to thank you for giving me back my handkerchief that time, so please? I suppose you're right. Perhaps we could pass the time together until they arrive. Though I am rather curious as to how you knew I'll be meeting them in the park. Just a lucky guess, really. I guess you were walking in that general direction, so it's a popular meeting spot, so... Anyway, shall we get going? Oh, Anton, you almost fucking fumbled the bag. Well, he managed to invite her to the cafe at least. Whew, there's one big hurdle cleared. Poor Anton seemed so on edge. I was getting nervous just watching them. Man, he's planning on sitting drinking tea with her in that state. Can he really pull this off? I can't blame you for being worried. Well, all we can do is keep an eye on him and see how things play out. Oh, looks like they've just ordered. Boom! Step 2 completed. That was a perfectly natural cafe invite. Now comes the hard part, but I know I can do this. Master Anton, is something wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden. Oh, me? No, it's nothing. But I've been meaning to ask. When we first ran into each other for the first time, it seemed like you recognized me. Did you, or am I mistaken in that? I certainly did. As I recall, we met at the Academy Festival last year, did we not? I remember you dropping your handkerchief and me returning it to you. You really did remember me. Oh, I'm not sure I could forget an encounter if I tried. It proved to be a very memorable one. I dare say few would degenerate into uncontrollable sobbing on their friend's shoulder upon having their handkerchief returned. I suppose it's just as well I returned the handkerchief when I did, even if it did end up soaking wet as a result. I was so amazed that women as kind and beautiful as you existed that I couldn't help myself. And once I'd reduced my handkerchief to a useless soggy mess, you were gracious enough to offer me yours. I'll never forget the kindness you showed me that day, not in a million years. Oh, you really need to make such a big deal out of it. I could hardly stand by and watch you cry in public without a usable handkerchief, could I? That's kind of embarrassing when you put it like that. How can that man live with himself? I guess social awkwardness just comes naturally to him. Yeah. Looks like Sharon has a pretty good impression of him, too. Surprisingly, yeah. He might be able to get her contact details after all. As Anton and Sharon sat and talked, Anton gradually began to relax and start talking naturally. After a while... Oh, something's up. Oh, I'm all out of tea. As am I. Time really does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? Still, I think I should probably be leaving now. Hold on, couldn't you stay just a little longer? We could always order more tea if that's the problem. I'll pay for it and everything. I appreciate your offer, but considering that the people I was supposed to meet have yet to arrive, I'm starting to worry. Should they be in trouble, it's my duty to go find them and extricate them from it myself. I'm sure they are just fine, though. What should I do? I've still got 5 more steps to clear before I can ask for her contact info. Ah, Master Anton, if you will excuse me, I very much enjoyed our time together. I shall take care of the payment myself, so by all means, please stay here and relax to your heart's content. Wait, there's something I need to give you first. It's a little thank you present for returning my handkerchief, and something for you to remember our meeting here by. Anton gave Sharon the handmade present. Oh my, this is a lovely little bracelet. Is this handmade? It's such a strange warmth to it too. And the design is so charming. Thank you, Anton. I will treasure this. I did it. She loves it. Okay, I've got the momentum here. Now all I gotta do is ride it. Time for the final step. Coolly, calmly, and casually ask her for contact details. Sharon, can I ask you a favor? What favor would that be, Master Anton? I love you. Please go out with... Oh, you fool. You fumbled the bag. You were at the finish line and you fucking fumbled the bag. Anton, you had her. You had her where you needed her and you just fumbled the bag. What? What? Where did that come from? What happened to just asking her for her contact info? Still, he said it now. He can't take it back. What's going to happen next? Oh, I'm getting the shivers of excitement. What have I done? That's not what I was going to ask her at all. I've gone and ruined everything after coming so far, too. My, Master Anton. Oh, Adios, I knew it. She doesn't know how to react. I knew this would happen. This always happens. I set out on a journey to change myself, but here I am making the same mistakes I always do. I haven't changed one iota. And at this rate, I never will. I'm doomed. Doomed to keep repeating the same failures over and over and over again. Time to drag my carcass back to Ricky again. Might as well just pack up and go on home. Please don't look so upset. I'm very happy to know how you feel about me. Come again? It must have taken a great deal of courage to confess something like that to me and some devotion to prepare your chance to. This isn't an experience I can claim to have ever had before, but perhaps this is one that can take many forms that love can take. If it is, it's a beautiful one. Unfortunately, there are already people whom I have pledged my love and devotion, so I'm afraid I cannot return your feelings, but with the courage you've shown me today, I'm certain you will one day find the happiness you deserve. Should we ever have the opportunity, I would be delighted to share another cup of tea with you someday. Please pass on my regards to Class 7, too. Sharon, you sly dog. Anton, you don't even get her contact details. You just fumbled the bag. It was so close. I wonder how many seconds it took her to figure out we were involved. She's just the worst. Turned down again. It feels kind of weird though. I'd normally be crushed right now, but this time I feel refreshed. All things considered, after a proclamation of love like that, I don't think things could have gone any better. My heart was racing just watching everything unfold. And now these are the kinds of romantic trysts I want to have one day. Hey, he got a kiss. He should consider himself lucky. Celine, that's not really the point. You probably don't want to hear this but from someone younger than you, but there are other fish in the sea. I'm sure things will work out for you in the end. Best of luck with your future romances. The harder you work at this, the better luck you'll have. Don't give up. Just don't lose sight of what makes you, you. And things will turn out just fine, I'm sure of it. I really can't thank you guys enough for all you've done for me today. I do have this, though, which might be a start. Take it. You've earned it. Thanks. Oh man, my heart's still aflutter from the whole thing. But I'll never forget the feeling of that kiss. It'll inspire me to find my true love forever and ever. Right now, I just need to decide where to go next. Sounds like you're all done here? Hey, Ricky. So it seems. Want to grab something to eat? You can tell me all about it. And you know what? I'll treat you today. Really? Thanks. Perfect timing, too. I just blew the last of my money on a present and a bunch of tea. Well, see you guys. Take care. You too. Here's hope we run into each other again someday. Alright. With that, that's the last of the side quests done. So, we're gonna stop the recording video here. And meet back up next time to finish the game. Well, like, hopefully the Reverie Corridor shouldn't take too long. Alright, until next time.